You know what? My next topic, guys, I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but The Guardian is a horrible, horrible piece of dog crap paper right now. Because what The Guardian did was they threw Julian Assange under the bus. Why would you throw all of your credibility out the window, Guardian? Why, Guardian? Why? They did it. I don't understand, guys. Well, they said that an informant told them Manafort met with Julian Assange, and they sort of planned out the whole WikiLeaks release of the Podesta emails.
And just this morning that says Paul Manafort met with Julian Assange, a claim that WikiLeaks about 4 minutes ago tweeted out and disputed.
We begin with a new report that Paul Manafort, the president's former campaign chairman, paid secret visits, multiple ones, to Julian Assange at the Ecuadorian embassy in London. This is according to The Guardian.
The story is shaking Washington. The Guardian citing sources saying Manafort and Assange held a secret meeting at the Ecuadorian embassy in London, part of a series of meetings that actually they were doing dating back to 2013. Now, the key to collusion could be this alleged meeting, which was exactly around the time Manafort joined Trump's campaign, spring 2016. A source saying all of this went down around March, the very month when Manafort started working for Trump.
Which would be a horrible thing if Julian Assange was coordinating, you know, with the Trump campaign people trying to. So, and this played really well for people that are saying that the Russians, you know, stole the election. This is exactly what they want to hear. But the only problem is the person who said it had no evidence at all that this happened. And WikiLeaks categorically denies that it did happen. Now, we all know Julian Assange is still on lockdown in the Ecuadorian embassy in London, so he's unable to speak for himself. But those who are speaking on behalf of WikiLeaks are so certain that this is complete and utter BS that they said they would bet $1 million that it was all bogus. You know it's got to suck? Being stuck in a place like this for years and have schmucks out here lie about you. Well, one good thing is going to come out of it. WikiLeaks says they're going to make suing publications like The Guardian who lie for libel. They're going to make that standard. It'll be good for generating revenue. Free Julian. Well, somebody lying. Paul Manafort hasn't had his passport stamped for London since 2012. So either Manafort put himself into an envelope and mailed his ass to the Ecuadorian embassy, and it was hand-delivered by Julian Assange to Julian Assange, and then he got out the envelope and somebody zapped him and he turned back into a human being, or this is complete and utter nonsense in science fiction. See, why would you lie about a person who's basically in a prison cell who can't have visitors? The whole point that Julian Assange doesn't have freedom. He's under lock and guard and camera screen and camera surveillance every day for what, the last 7 years? So you had this big idea that you were going to say that Julian Assange is getting secret visitors. Well, that's sort of like part of the problem. He can't have visitors. First of all, Manafort would have to get a passport unless you're saying he's sneaking into the country. And you'd have to say somehow Manafort is so stealthy, he's like a ninja, that he snuck into the Ecuadorian embassy, undetected, and had this clandestine meeting. And to all of that, I say, BS, bring me the evidence, show and prove. We want to see if you got it. Show us the proof. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to produce that evidence, and it looks like The Guardian has just thrown away their reputation. And I don't understand why they would do it. Why? I don't understand. I really don't. I'm really lost, man. Now, this is when stuff like this happens. When stuff like this happens, guys, it makes you start thinking of, like, at least it makes me start to consider that maybe there's a reason why they would do this to themselves. You know, like maybe they owed somebody a favor. Because, yeah, you know, what happened was, once they floated this bogus narrative, people like Rachel Maddow ran with it. I mean, of course, she offered the disclaimers like, well, if this is true, and then proceeded to talk for 30 minutes about a hypothetical, unprovable, uncorroborated by any other news entity narrative. So basically, this bogus story got legs, right? It was spread all over the internets, all over cable news, and to a lot of people who don't have time to like really dig beneath the surface of a story to find out if there's any validity to the story. So basically, it was very effective. Which brings me back to my earlier statement that why would Guardian do it? What do they possibly have to gain? Is it possible that they did it knowingly, which they'll probably never cop to, which they'll never cop to? What am I talking about probably? Maybe they owe someone a favor. Maybe there's a reason why they threw their reputation in the garbage can, or to make Assange look horrible in an easily disprovable narrative. There's no cameras. There's no stamps on the passport. If it don't fit, you gotta acquit. So I'm trying to figure out why what you're doing. Just, you know? I don't know. Did you wash the dishes? Yeah, I washed the dishes. Dishes still in the sink. They must have dirtied themselves up after I washed them, because I sure washed them. I don't know. Maybe somebody broke in the house and put dirty dishes in our sink. Stupid lie. To also bring your attention to this shirt, Racist People Suck. It's part of the Timberlake winter line. Available on my YouTube channel. If you go there, you can find it. It's ttlmedia.spreadshirt.com. It's my Spread Shirt shop, my Tim Black gear shop. All you got to do is click right here on the screen, somewhere at the top here, and you'll find a link to it. That's right, guys. Pick up a shirt. It supports the channel. Like I always say, don't you let nobody take your cornbread. See you on the next one.